Okay, well done, and welcome back to the Movement to Love. You were doing amazing getting through this course. You were doing awesome. I really hope that it's being beneficial for you, and I'm sure that there's a lot shifting in your consciousness just by even being in the course. So you are doing amazing. So what I wanted to explain to you today is, what does being intuitive or psychic even mean? So obviously some of your parents will be putting you through this course, and if not, maybe a caregiver or someone like that is putting you through this course and helping you out, right? They knew that you had some kind of gift or that you need help with your gifts, your psychic gifts, which is so exciting that you are here and that you are being helped and guided, because there's lots of psychics and healers that I know that they were never taught these concepts when they were really young. So it's amazing that you have this opportunity to be taught it. So, what does it even mean? Well, you have, if you look at your brain, if I look at my brain here, and I have a left side and a right side, and down the middle of my head, all the way from here, all the way down through my brain, connecting those two, is a corpus callosum. So this is like the black piece there. If you look at it from a bird's eye perspective, so you can imagine that my head is like this, and you are looking at it from a bird's eye perspective. My right side is my creative side. It's tapped in with my intuition. That's why I underlined it red as well. And then my left side is logical reasoning, so this side. So I'm going to explain what those two are right now. So empathy, to start off with. Empathy, I'll give you an example of it as well, but it means that you can feel what other people are feeling around you. So you can feel their emotions, and their emotions have an energetic vibration. And before you say, what does that even mean, Miss Chapel? Each emotion that someone puts off and that you can feel inside your body has an energy frequency, like a wave, just like a wave of the ocean. They have a wave in the air, and it can affect you in different ways. It could affect you in a good way, or it could affect you in a bad way. This is empathy, when you can feel someone else's emotions around you. Dreams. You can either daydream or you can dream when you go to sleep at night. When you go to sleep at night, there are different types of dreams patterns that you fall into depending on what frequencies your brain is tapping into at that time. So there's deep sleep, there's light sleep, and they have different names for each of them. And then they have different vibrations and frequencies as you go into a deeper sleep. So the dreams that you can have nighttime dreams where you get visions and those types of things, or you normally are processing what's happened in the day and your brain is sorting out the different information that your brain has taken in during the day. Or you can have daydreams as well. So you're awake, but it's kind of like when you are really bored and you might be daydreaming right now. Or you might be daydreaming at school. Or you might be daydreaming when you look out the window when you're sitting in the car. Or you might be daydreaming when someone's talking to you. It's those energy frequency that you tap into, and it's normally about creating something. So you're normally creating something when you're daydreaming, and you let the emotions run through your body, or you're picking up on something, which means that you are psychically getting a vision of what's happening around you at different aspects. Your intuition. This is the next one. So your right side is your creative side, and your intuition is your creativity. So it's your inner knowing of something. Intuition can come in all different forms, and you can use your different clairvoyance, see aspects, so your different senses. So, but normally it is an inner knowing, and it's normally come from processing information from your senses. So I'll give you an example of that as well. Psychic, it means that you're having premonitions about something, or you know something about someone, or you psychic means having psychic powers. This is the interesting one. So you get to have a power that is extreme, and that you can help other people. You get to be a healer. Having psychic powers means that you can see into the past, or the present time, or the future. What does that mean? I can see into the past, which is like remembering something from when I was a little baby. I can see into now, or I can see into the future of what's going to happen. And I can pick up on thoughts, behaviors, emotions that people are feeling, events that are going to happen, people that are going to come into my energetic field. You can pick up all these different things just from having psychic powers. So there's all different types of psychic powers, which we will go into, the different clairs. Then logical reasoning. So this is a bit more grounded down into earth, because you have this left side of your brain which sorts out all this creative information that you are channeling in from your higher self, from the angels, from all different realms which you cannot see right now, but you can see it if you tap in. So your left side is your logical reasoning, which helps you be structured and organize all your thoughts. It is it's the way in which you can see something. So the way in which you might get an intuitive sight from the right side of your brain, some information, it'll go into the left side of the brain and systemize it, and then it will come out of your mouth, for example. If we don't have the left side, we wouldn't be able to survive on the earth from one viewpoint, because we wouldn't be able to survive on the earth because it is our survival side. So it's helping you sort out all this information that you are getting from your creative side, and then putting it into practice and being an actual human being on the earth and being able to survive. It's the one that tells you that you need to eat, for example. When to eat, what times to eat, what times to go to bed, that type of thing. So you've got two sides of your brain working together to help you. Often we have the left side as the masculine side, so the manly side, so that is like the sun, and our right side is often called our feminine side of the brain, because it's like the moon. So this, like the sun, this is like the moon. So sun and the moon. So you're made up of masculine and feminine. You're made up of the sun and the moon. Man and woman. You have both in your brain. It doesn't matter what your physical body looks like, you have both in your brain. It just depends on the different behaviors and the different way in which you want to present yourself and the way in which you want to dress, which determines and means that you look like a man or a female, a girl or a boy. But you both have in your brain your masculine and your feminine side in each of your brains, even my brain. Then after that as well, I would like to teach you that we have a human body here, right? when we are looking at the brain and it's in halves, so you've got left and right. So you've got your left side and your right side. The left side controls the right arm and the right leg and the right side of the body. I'll do some colours here. And so the left side, the masculine side, controls the right side of the body, the face, your arms, your legs. But the right side controls the left side of the body. You see here. So you can do an activity right now, and you can stand up out of your seats. And if you're walking and moving, wave your left hand in the air. Well, that's your right side of the brain telling your left hand to move. And if you wave your right hand in the air, like this, that is your left side of the brain, the masculine side, telling the right hand and the right side of the body to move. So it operates opposite. That's why everything in life is a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energies. It's a perfect balance. You may have seen something like the yin yang, where it's like this. It's colored in like this. This represents and is known to represent good and bad, positive and negative, and also masculine and feminine energies. So in each of those you have both masculine, feminine. It's the same as the body. We have both sides, masculine and feminine sides, to make up our body. Alright, I'll go on, and that was the rest of it, and I'm going to give you a few examples for those ones. So keep watching, you are doing amazing. I'm so glad that you've gotten this far, and keep on watching the videos and keep on doing the work. And okay, an example of empathy is, say I was walking down the street and someone walks past me and they're really angry, and I pick up on their anger, so I can feel that they're angry, and I'm wondering why they're angry, what's going on for them, and I try and understand it and try and look at it from their perspective. That means that I'm feeling empathy towards them because I can pick up on their emotions and try and understand it some more. Okay, say that I'm lying down and I'm ready to go to bed, and I'm closing my eyes, and all of a sudden I start imagining things in my mind while my eyes are closed, and I start seeing things. So this means that you're dreaming. That's how people dream. So there's daydreams where we imagine things in the day and we're staring at something and we kind of wander off in our own little minds, and that's where you're daydreaming. Otherwise, at nighttime you can be dreaming as well. And there's lucid dreaming, which means that you can control your dreams and pick up psychic intuition from it. So your dreams normally have a meaning behind it. So it's really important that you start looking at the different dreams that you're having and understanding it a bit more. Okay, an example of intuition is where I am walking down the street and it says to go left or to go right, and all of a sudden there's something in my stomach that doesn't feel right. So and my mind just says, no, I really think that you should go left instead. And you can't explain it. There's no reason for you not to go right, but you feel like it's a good way to go left, and you feel it inside your body and it feels right for you. So that means that you're having intuition. You're using your intuition. So you're using your knowledge of your body and emotions and getting the psychic insight that you need. Yeah, that is intuition. Okay, being psychic. So an example of being psychic is that you use your feelings, your different senses. So you've seen something, you've heard something that's different that other people can't hear, you've felt something inside your body that other people couldn't feel. So that's your emotions. You could taste something that other people couldn't hear. You could smell something that other people couldn't hear. And then it normally triggers something, a memory that normally resonates with the other person. So that means that basically you can see, hear, feel, smell, or sense past, present, or future memory of someone, and then give them that knowledge that you just got, be able to interpret it through your words to them or through your mind to them. So that can be telepathy. So through your mind or through your words to them, and then making them aware of that. So it could be communicating to people in this realm, it could be communicating to people in the next realm, or the next one, or the next one, or aliens, for example. There's all different layers to each of these. And normally you're a little bit of a channel. So if you flick the TV station, right, or the radio station, and it has a certain frequency, you need to be on that certain frequency, otherwise it goes like and then you can't hear anything. So you are the channel that puts that certain frequency through to make other people understand it. So if a spirit is talking to you, for example, and their frequency is coming through you so that you can understand it and then express it to someone else who needs it expressing to, that means that you have a psychic capability, because you can understand what the other person is experiencing, whether they're in this realm, the next realm, higher realms, alien realms, all the different layers of that. There's a few things going on in the house at the moment. All the different layers of that, and then expressing it to the people that need it in this realm. So it can be from past, present, and future, because time is going all at the same time. When you start to meditate, which you guys will do in each of these healing practices, and it's amazing that you're here so that you can understand these. When you start to do it, you will understand that time isn't from point A to point B to point C. So it's not past, present, future, and then we die. It goes around in a circle. So it keeps on going. So you can access past, present, and future all at the same time. Okay, that is psychic for you. It's normally using your creative capabilities, which is your right side, to communicate and express something that people didn't know beforehand, or didn't have an awareness of beforehand, or couldn't express it themselves. So that is being psychic, which leads me on to logic. So logic is normally using your left side of the brain. So they both interconnect together, right? But for the example, you use the left side of the brain, which is the logical side of the brain. Which means, how I remember this for left and right is, left side is logical side, LL. Right side is creative, so that's the other side. Okay, so your logical side. When you're using your logical side, it could be an example of finances, so money. It would make a lot of sense if you didn't have much money not to go out and spend heaps of money on rides or the movies or food or that type of thing. Whereas if you were using your right side, your creative side, you'll be like, that's okay, I can create money, money comes to me, money is abundant, I can create money, money will flow through me, money will come from the universe when I need it, and I'll be okay. So you go out and you spend that money. So that is, the left side is using your logical reasoning. So looking at, I have this problem, how am I going to solve it? I have this issue, how am I going to solve it right now? So it isn't like you're just going to use one side of the brain or the other side of the brain. What I'm trying to explain to you is each of the sides so that you can understand that it's important to use both of those sides of the brains, both the sides of your brain, and start expressing yourself, because you need that. If you're going to be delving into, so understanding spiritualism, psychicism, all these types of things, people aren't going to understand you right now in 2020. Slowly, the consciousness of the planet is understanding it. So people are slowly waking up and waking up. But if you were here on the course, people aren't going to understand you straight away. You'll need to use your logical side and say, hey, they're at this stage of the game, so the game of life. They're at this stage of life. This is the problem right now for them. How am I going to get them from here to here? And you're going to use your psychic creative skills to look at the overarching perspective of the goal that you would like them to achieve, or to be a better person, or those types of things. How are you going to get them from this to this, and then to understand the bigger picture as well? So that's using your psychic intuition and your intuitive capabilities and your spirituality for a good cause, because you're looking at, okay, they might understand from here to here, so I'm going to help them get from here to here, but I'm also going to help them and remind them of the bigger picture. All right, so great, you guys are doing amazing. I hope that you keep on going and looking at all the different lessons, and keep it up, doing awesome.